All right, guys, we are live. Welcome back to the channel. This is Troy from Brighton Games. We are playing The Outer Worlds, and as you can see, we're a little sleep deprived. So let's take a look here. We need to sleep on our ship every day to prevent exhaustion, and without sleep, your exhaustion will get worse over time in 4 stages, and it reduces temperament, intelligence, and strength at each stage before eventually death. So we got to get at least 2 hours of rest every day to maintain focus, it looks like. But the problem, and I mentioned this on the last episode, is that we can only sleep on our ship and we can't get to our bed because our ship doesn't have any power, I believe. So I think that's where we're at right now. So we've got to get this power regulator as soon as possible, or hopefully we can find some aid that gives us like a caffeine jolt or something like that so we can get through. Okay, so let's jump in. So if you don't remember from the last episode, we are doing a quest for this guy over here down in this building, Ludwig, and we're taking out some robots. So we took out a robot. He gave us a cool mod for our shock mod for our shotgun. And now we need to talk to Reed, which we needed to talk to anyway in order to progress his quest. So we're going to head over and actually talk to these 3 people, Martin Abernathy, Conrad Sadik, and Phyllis Granger. We're going to talk to them first. That's for the Silas, the Gravediggers quest. We're going to do that first, see what they have. He was one of the guys, and he gave us a whole quest. So maybe these guys will give us quests too. We'll get that taken care of. And then I think we'll talk to Reed at some point. So hopefully we'll try to get these side quests kind of going before we talk to him. All right, so did some tweaking off screen on the settings for our stream because we're streaming it and recording it. So you can check it out whichever way you prefer. And I just want to make sure the settings are good before I put it out there where to catch the stream on all the platforms and whatnot. Right now we're just testing it on one so that I can get it going. These videos will be on YouTube, obviously, but we'll go from there. So looks like we need to go in here to talk to the Conrad in the barbershop. Martin's over there. And Phyllis is over there. So let's do that. Let's talk to Conrad.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Relax and clean. Do haircuts usually come with free lectures? I can show you my hands. I don't know if we should be intimidating him.
We don't believe in free anything here in Edgewater. We're a Spacer's Choice company. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Okay, so Silas sent me to collect your dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke? I don't understand a word you said. Okay, I don't understand a word you said, but I believe you mean you're broke.
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
Yeah, it's a very loose definition of the word prosperity. It looks like you're doing pretty well.
Edgewater is built on the discipline and sacrifice of its people. Say what you will about our town, but we all pull together. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Hang on, medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Don't know if I believe you, but we're just gonna give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
Oh, what is all this? Is this blood? I don't know what kind of... Didn't you say cleanliness? Something about cleanliness next to lawful whatever? That is not clean. Got some ammo. Has he got anything that we can tell him to give as an IOU? Oh, because he's like also the medical examiner guy or the morgue. I don't know what that's called, but yeah, it looks like the morgue area. Guard with a light assault rifle. Oh man, I really want that light assault rifle, but he's looking right at me. Okay. We won't take the light assault rifle. Let me see if I can talk to him again.
What can I do for you?
You sound like you've had some training. I know a thing or two about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Only if we use the term doctor loosely.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
Yeah, that's terrible.
A ship? Dear me. You seem to have lost the ability to distinguish between reality and fantasy. This is what happens when you let your imagination run wild. I don't approve of fantasizing. It's a dreadful habit, corrosive to the mental faculties. You ought to let the vicar take a look inside your head.
Your vicar?
Vicar Maximilian, our man from the OSI, here to spread the message of scientism like a soothing balm upon a feverish head. Or so you'd expect. You'll find him in our local church, probably neglecting his duties.
You don't seem to like him much.
He doesn't seem to like us much. The vicar has not been with us long, and in his relatively short tenure in Edgewater, gives off the distinct whiff of superiority.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Anything else we can ask him?
Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started.
What do you know about this plague?
The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame.
What are the symptoms?
Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching.
That's what they say. What you're describing sounds like they have the flu.
Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative. Boiled canid liver and a splash of ethanol.
Okay, why don't you treat all the workers?
Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us.
Whose idea was that?
Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours.
Okay, so probably not gonna like that Reed guy, Thompson, because he just lets people die from the flu. Like, that's crazy. All right, so Silas is over there. We might as well tell him, hey, he's not gonna pay, and see what he says. Okay, here's Silas. Okay, I'm just checking a setting real quick. Alright, let's talk to Silas.
Fancy threads. That some kind of hibernation suit?
Yeah, actually. I think it is. About those fees you wanted.
Any trouble?
Conrad says he can't afford to pay.
Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
Are you suggesting extortion?
That's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
Alright, so I guess we're gonna dig up some dirt on the barber guy. Okay. Then we still gotta talk to Phyllis and Martin. Let's talk to Conrad. Check his back room. Anything in the back room? Oh, wait. Examine that. Okay. Letter from Phyllis. Conrad, receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is going to ruin us. So I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We'll sell the teeth somewhere. Nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay his body price and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis G. Okay, so somebody's got some gold teeth on him, I guess. Talk to him about that.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, I know about Eugene.
You know about Eugene? How?
Let's go, none of your business.
You probably heard it from one of our local gossip mongers. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing
might have clicked the wrong
3
one.
generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
No.
More than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
You're going to have to.
Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Okay, so we did that. Cool. I might want to close this door and try to loot this guy before they bury him. Because, I mean, they're just going to bury him. Alright, excuse us. Don't mind me. Since we're collecting anyway, I might as well loot some things up. Okay, I'm back. Nothing to see. Bye, Conrad. Alright. Who's next? Phyllis, Martin. Okay, let's do Martin first. I think he's in this building.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
You want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
So you're Martin Abernathy.
What? No. I mean, I might be. That depends on who's asking.
I'm not looking for trouble. I'm just here to collect your gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
He told me everything. How long did you think you could keep a secret like that?
Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
I think you're being paranoid.
I am? Law, help me. Paranoia is one of the plague's known symptoms. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
Okay. How can I help?
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Not so fast. I have some
Do what I
questions.
can.
Why can't you just buy some medicine yourself? I assume there are guards. Well, both of those.
I tried medicating myself with adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy.
In other words, the company won't treat you because you're already sick.
More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough.
I assume there are guards.
You will not find any guards within sight of that old place.
Oh,
Marauders, on the other hand.
marauders. That's fine. What can you tell me?
I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I advise stepping softly.
All right.
So you'll do it then?
Yeah, I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Anything I should know about this community center?
Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
You're taking an awful risk trusting me, you know?
I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
Okay. I think we need to talk to that vicar too. He probably he might be the only one who's understands what's going on or is normal. Everybody else is kind of brainwashed into this company BS kind of thing going on. So we might want to talk to him. You got anything in here? Armor parts. Bathroom with not really anything in it. Read? No. Okay, we're not gonna. Yeah, we're not gonna take your stuff yet. Let's help him out.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Oh.
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
He's got symptoms of something, so you're saying it's psychosomatic.
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
Okay, what do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, let me worry about that.
All right. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
So I can give it to her, but I don't know if she if Abernathy's really a hypochondriac or if he's just sick. And yeah, I don't know if she's on the truth either. Can you match his offer?
I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better.
Well, think about it.
That's all I can ask of you.
Okay, so if we do that, we can either give the medicine to her or him. Let's talk back to Abernathy. See if he,
You wanna mingle, go try the cantina.
Oh, alright. Guess we're not talking to Abernathy. Alright. I kind of trust Abernathy. Well, but I don't trust her either. I don't know. But, okay, so one more, and then we can turn in the quest with Silas. So we need to go talk to Phyllis. Oh wait, Phyllis in here? Where is Phyllis? Check the map. Because I think that's... He works as a supervisor in the cannery. Oh, is this the cannery? Okay, yep, this might be that. Yep, looks like she is. Supervisor in the cannery. Be upstairs? Oh, there she is. Vending machine discovered. Okay, I'll check that out. Talk to Phyllis.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, tenderfoot. I'm busy.
I'm guessing you're the foreman?
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
Gravesite fees. Here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that? Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
Those papers aren't signed in your name?
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
You have to pay for your neighbor's gravesite fees?
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
So this guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
I think that's the guy that Conrad talking about. I need to go check that note again.
Eugene wasn't family.
You said you were his closest really living relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines.
That's ridiculous.
Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
What are they going to do? Arrest his corpse?
When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
You didn't?
Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Okay, we're hungry. And thirsty. And tired. Okay, let's do some of that then. Alright, what we got? We got some salt tuna. A bunch of nanners. What was this one? Health regen. Base health. Caffeine drink. Okay, we definitely want to drink that because I think we need to get our sleep fixed. That help? Can't tell. Not enough if it did. Okay. 2-hour energy brew. Do that as well. Okay, no longer needs sleep. Sugary drink. I don't know if sugary drinks are the same as that caffeine drink, so we will pass on that. Okay, lots of food here. Let's just take some of this. Oh, eat another one. Okay. And we still need sleep, but we're doing okay for now. Okay, so is there a way to look back in and see? Or what we talked about with that note? If not, we're going to head over and check out that note. One didn't I click? Something we learned about that I don't have. Looks like everything's been picked. I don't know why it's still showing up as something to look at. Logs. Yeah, so logs. So yeah, there is. Okay, so Eugene shot himself. Okay, so Eugene was that guy. Okay. He shot himself. The company's going to have to call it for what it is, a destruction of Spacer's Choice property. This is going to ruin us. I was thinking we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Okay, so Phyllis was telling... Okay, now I understand. So Phyllis was telling Conrad to pull his teeth out so that they could pay it. Okay. All right, so I think we're good. Oh, can't. Compass, what's that do? Is it junk? It might be junk. We're not gonna take it or anything. All right, let's go talk to Silas and turn this quest in and go from there. I want one of those. That looks cool. Oh, I went the wrong way. Did that last time. See if we can run around the side. Okay.
Grave digging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your clients.
We need to talk about Eugene.
Yeah? What about him?
first. I know you buried him.
Well, yeah. It's what I'm contractually obligated to do. What's this about? Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead.
I'll keep an eye out for them, I guess. This is getting a little too absurd for me.
Let me know if you find anything. Yeah? Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards.
Gotcha.
Well, if you're gonna go headhunting, talk to Constable Reyes back in town. She pays for marauders by the finger.
Any idea where they're coming from?
Couldn't tell you. No, I mean, I'm contractually prohibited from saying anything that might reflect poorly on Spacer's Choice. Ah, avoid it. Shouldn't have said that either. Look, forget I said anything. You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds.
You're not worried about falling sick?
Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed. Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the one. All my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
Okay. So, what do I need to do then? Turn to Silas. That's what I was trying to do.
Something I can do for you?
Those fees
Run
you
into
wanted.
any trouble?
I'm all done.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Went out of my way for you. Abernathy was trying to hide his own illness. Let's talk about that.
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
Yeah, isn't that why you want me to collect his fees?
I needed his fees because of his name. A, for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
I went out of my way for you.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
I was hoping for something more tangible.
Suppose you've earned it.
Ooh, 150 bits?
One
Let's
good
go.
turn deserves another.
Yeah, that works. Okay. I wish this just stayed open, so I could know what is new that I need to look at. Reputation change. Okay. So, what is my reputation? Thanks to the change. Oh, okay. Let's go on positive with Spacer's Choice.
Something I can do for you? Yeah?
Okay, yeah. And we did
The
this one
colony
before.
ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. There a reason you asking?
The hope isn't a rumor. I'm real.
Alright, easy now. No need to get your hackles up. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some zero-G brew. It's a brew that's good for what ails you. Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about hope this and colony that, but you need to stop, or there's gonna be trouble.
What's the trouble in asking a question?
Trouble's in the asking. Or don't much care for folk running their mouths, spreading hoaxes and the like. Frankly, neither do I.
Okay, we'll leave him be. So the body was stolen somewhere by marauders. Up there. Huh. Or up there. So there's marauders around somewhere with the body of that person, I guess. Okay, so I think now what we need to do, we finished that quest. So the next thing we need to do is go ahead and talk to Reed. Where's the Emerald Vale Community Center? I guess we could probably go there too on the way over. Okay. All right, guys. So I think that's going to end it for this episode. So in the next episode, we are going to go in and talk to Reed and see about getting that power regulator. Also, we are going to see about, we need to talk to him about Ludwig's quest as well. So, and then we still got that opening for getting some medicine for the one we have right now, which is Abernathy. The Emerald Vale Community Center is not in Edgewater though, so we're going to need to change that. Let's go back to the main quest. Again, we're going to talk to Reed, and then eventually we'll get that cash as well. So I hope you're enjoying the series so far. If you are, please like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel, Brighton Games. And let me know in the comments if you like to see anything else, or if you have your thoughts on the game so far. We're playing again on Supernova difficulty. Not a lot of combat in these last couple episodes, so we're doing okay for now. But I think we're going to be fine now that we've made some adjustments. So again, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.